We often look at the sloth and see only laziness. But what if I told you that their legendary slowness is in fact one of the most brilliant evolutionary strategies on the planet? Sloths are not just slow, they are masters of energy efficiency. In a fiercely competitive environment like the rainforest, every calorie counts. The sloth has optimized its entire existence, from its diet to its musculature, to achieve maximum output with minimum input. They spend their lives operating at a fraction of the metabolic rate of similarly sized mammals. This extreme conservation isn't an accident, it's a deliberate choice enforced by resource availability. Today, we peel back the layers of this slow-motion life to reveal a creature that embodies the ultimate efficiency hack, challenging our modern obsession with speed. Prepare to redefine what success looks like in the animal kingdom, starting with the surprising paradox of the sloth. The foundation of the sloth's success lies in its incredibly low basal metabolic rate. This is the rate at which they burn energy just to stay alive. And it is shockingly low, less than half of what is typical for mammals of their size. Think of them as the ultimate hybrid car of the animal world, always running in eco mode. This adaptation is essential because their primary fuel source, fibrous leaves, provides very little caloric density and takes a long time to digest. By keeping their internal engine idling, sloths can sustain themselves on a diet that would starve a faster animal. It means they need less food, less frequently, reducing the risks associated with moving to find new resources. This minimalist approach to metabolism dictates everything else in their lives, ensuring that every movement is calculated, necessary, and energy neutral. If you can't outrun your predators, the next best option is to disappear entirely. Sloths achieve this through sophisticated camouflage and stillness. Their coarse fur often hosts symbiotic colonies of green algae, moss, and even specialized beetles, creating a walking, breathing miniature ecosystem that perfectly matches the surrounding rainforest. To a raptor scanning from above or a jaguar stalking below, a stationary sloth looks like nothing more than a clump of moss or a cluster of leaves. Furthermore, their movement is so slow and deliberate that it often fails to register as prey to creatures designed to spot rapid motion. Sloths understand the golden rule of jungle survival. If you don't move, you don't get noticed. This potent combination of biological camouflage and behavioral stillness is a powerful defensive weapon. When we talk about sloth speed, we are talking about truly deliberate motion. On the ground, they are incredibly vulnerable, moving perhaps only a few feet per minute. But even in the trees, they rarely exceed a pace that would attract attention. Their average speed is approximately 0.15 miles per hour. This speed isn't a sign of weakness, it's a tactical advantage. Rapid movement generates heat, requires immense energy, and alerts predators. By moving slowly, they minimize all three risks. Think of their movements as fluid, continuous adjustments rather than sudden steps. It requires incredible body control to manage their weight and momentum in such a measured way. They are demonstrating that in the jungle, the ultimate efficiency is found not in sprinting, but in the calculated, smooth mastery of the slow lane. This is true physical meditation. The sloth's muscular system is fundamentally different from ours. They rely heavily on type 1 or slow twitch muscle fibers. These fibers are designed for endurance, sustained force, and resistance to fatigue rather than explosive power. This is crucial because sloths spend 90% of their life hanging upside down. They possess specialized ligaments and tendons in their feet that act like built-in hooks, allowing them to hang passively, essentially locking themselves onto a branch without requiring continuous muscle contraction. If a human were to try this, our muscles would quickly exhaust themselves and fail. For the sloth, this passive hanging technique is a major energy-saving mechanism, optimizing their ability to rest and digest while securely anchored, ready to withstand high winds or even a small predator attack. Life upside down isn't just a novelty for sloths, it's an adaptation that solved several problems. Because they spend so much time inverted, their internal organs are specially configured. Unlike most mammals, their organs are anchored to their lower ribs by strong fibrous attachments. This prevents their weight from pressing down on their diaphragm and compromising their breathing while hanging, which is vital when moving or digesting. This posture also allows rain to run off easily, preventing hypothermia. Furthermore, moving horizontally across the underside of a branch requires less energy than walking on top, as they can utilize their specialized claw hooks more effectively. They truly are arboreal acrobats, using slow, deliberate movements that require immense strength and control, even if we perceive them as lazy. The sloth's primary diet consists of tough, waxy leaves, a low-calorie, hard-to-process meal. Their digestion is consequently one of the slowest in the entire animal kingdom. It can take up to 30 days or even longer for a single meal to pass through their system. They have multi-chambered stomachs filled with specialized bacteria, acting like a slow cooker to break down the cellulose. This lengthy process reinforces their need to move slowly. If they exerted too much energy, they would quickly burn through their current fuel reserves before the next meal has even finished processing. The rate of their movement is perfectly synchronized with the rate of their digestion. Therefore, the sloth is slow because its food is slow, creating a perfect, energy-balanced feedback loop vital for its long-term survival. The sloth is more than just an animal. It's a mobile ecosystem. The specialized grooves in its fur create the perfect habitat for a thriving community of organisms, most notably green algae and the specialized sloth moth. This is a mutually beneficial relationship. The algae provides the camouflage we discussed earlier, hiding the sloth from predators. In return, when the sloth makes its infrequent, risky journey to the forest floor to defecate, the moths leave the sloth to lay their eggs in the fresh dung. The moth larvae grow, mature, and eventually fly up to find a sloth to inhabit, contributing nutrients back to the algae on the sloth's fur when they die. This incredible symbiotic cycle demonstrates how the sloth's unique behavior sustains an entire interdependent community, making it a critical yet hidden component of the rainforest's nutrient cycle. When judging success in nature, we often look for speed, power, and aggression, but the sloth offers a different metric: longevity and persistent survival. By prioritizing conservation over competition, they have carved out a secure niche where few predators can effectively hunt them, and their slow movements ensure minimal encounters. While faster animals frequently exhaust themselves or fall victim to the risks associated with high activity, the sloth simply endures. They are not chasing food, they are simply waiting for the canopy to provide. This avoidance strategy is so effective that sloths often outlive many of their faster, flashier neighbors. Their success proves that sometimes the best way to win the evolutionary race is not to run at all, but to simply remain hidden, fed, and utterly still. The sloth's life is a masterclass in highly specialized adaptation. Their slowness is not a flaw, but a complex, multi-layered survival strategy involving metabolic efficiency, superior camouflage, and specialized musculature. They teach us that success is relative to the environment, and that efficiency often outweighs extravagance. In our fast-paced human world, constantly pushing for more speed and rapid results, the sloth provides a poignant lesson. There is profound strength in stillness. There is deep efficiency in deliberate action. By understanding the secrets behind the sloth's slow motion, we gain a fresh perspective on resource management and the power of patience. Perhaps the next time you feel pressured to rush, take a page from the sloth's book and remember, the masters of survival often move at their own highly optimized pace. Thank you.